Good morning, student. This is our third lecture or a part third, chapter control and coordination. At last chapter, we discussed there about tropic movement or tropism, where we discussed different type of tropics and their responses, like response of plant of light in phototropism, like response of plant to gravity called geotropism, and response of plant to chemical called chemotropies, response of plant to water hydrotropies. Means although we describe there about the responses of plant means in tropism, means tropies is a directional movement and a growth movement of a plant part in response to an external stimulus. This is called tropic movement. Means if the growth of a plant part is towards the stimulus, so that one is called tropism. Okay. So where we discuss about also for types of tropism: geotropism, hydrotropism, water tropism, phototropism, thigmotropism. As the same means that type of direction is due to the growth of a plant and due to the external stimulus. Means growth is also there. But today we discuss about our next part. That one is nastic movement, or or we call also it nestes. Means uh, in this, the movement of a plant part in response to an external stimulus, in which the direction of response is not determined by the direction of stimulus, is called nastic movement. Okay, means nastic movement of plant are also called nestes. The movement of plant are introduced or induced by stimuli such as heat, just light, touch, etc. So, what is the main difference between the tropic movement and nastic movement is that the tropic movement is a directional movement of a plant part, but nastic movement is not a directional movement of a plant part with respect to the stimulus. Okay, so this is the main difference between nastic and tropic movement. Okay, so the direction of nastic movement is not determined by the direction from which the stimulus is applied. In nastic movement, from whichever direction the stimulus is applied, it affects all the part of the organ of the plant equally, and they are also they always move in the same direction. Means nastic movement are mostly exhibit the float organ of a plant, like leaves and like petals of flower, and some of the example we also discuss, like we discuss here the sensitive plant Mimosa pudica. We also discuss here about dandelion flowers. We also discuss here moonflowers. Means the tropics are growth movement, but nestes are not growth movement. Nestes movement may or may not be growth movement. Like folding up of leaves of sensitive plant on touching is not a growth movement, but the opening and closing of petals of flower by the action of sunlight is known as growth movement. Okay, so beta most of the movement of plant part are very slow, and there is some expectation. We will now describe the movement of plant part leaves, which is usually fast and takes place almost immediately. Okay, so this one is your first nastic movement. We called it thigmonasty. Because thigmo means touch, and nasty means non-directional movement. Means a movement which is non-directional. So how we define it? Thigmonasty, the non-directional movement of a plant part in response to touch of an object, is called thigmonasty. Okay, so the stimulus in thigmonasty is the touch, and the example of nastic movement in plant caused by touch thigmonasty is provided by the sensitive plant Mimosa pudica. This is the plant of Mimosa pudica. In your garden, in your pots, on your balcony, there is also a Mimosa pudica plant. We also call it Chuimui in Hindi. So, which is also known touch me not plant. It is called Chuimui in Hindi, and if we touch the leaves of the sensitive plant with our finger, then the leaves fold up and drop almost immediately. So the folding up of the leaves of sensitive plant on touching is the example of nastic movement. Okay. So this in this picture it show the open leaves of a sensitive plant. When we touch the leaf of the sensitive plant with our finger, then these leaves of sensitive plant fold up at once. In this case, the touch is our finger is a stimulus, and the leaves respond by folding up. Okay, and means folding of leaves of sensitive plant is not a case of tropism, because in this case the direction of movement of leaves does not depend on the direction of stimulus. Okay, so we will now discuss here how the leaf sensitive plant fold up and then touch. The sensitive plant has pad-like swelling called pulvini. We call it pulvini at the base of the each leaf. Means the pulvini contain a lot of water in their cells, and due to external water pressure in them, means it tug up position, all the pulvini is very firm and hold the leaves above them is upright. So the folding up of leaves of sensitive plant on touching is due to the sudden loss of water from pad-like swelling. It is called pulvini. Means present at the base of all leaves of the sensitive plant, which make the pulvini lose their firmness, causing the leaves to drop and fall. So when the leaves of sensitive plant having pulvini at their base are touched with the finger, and an electrical impulse is generated which travel through the ordinary cells, because there are no nerve cells in sensitive plant or the other plant. So this type of electrical impulses act as plant hormone. And we also discussed electrical impulse in human nervous system, in human control and coordination. Here electrical impulses also work in Fibonacci. So the plant hormone make the water migrate from the cells of one half of the pulvini to the intercellular space in the other half of the pulvini. So this loss of water from half of pulvini causes the pulvini to lose its firmness, making the leaf to fold. So this is and at the gap of 15 to 30 minutes after the leaves have folded, water usually diffuses back into the same cell of pulvin from which it is left, and they return in their original position. So beta, this is all about your nastic movement. Here movement happening, but it is non-directional. So it is your nastic movement. Okay. Now we go with photonesty. Okay, we go with photonesty. What is photonesty? देखिए बेटा, photo means light and nesty means movement. Means when movement is due to the stimulus of light, that one is called photonesty. But here nesty means non-directional. It is not tropism. If there is tropism means movement of a plant due to the light, but growth is also there. But it is photonesty means this is non-directional movement of a plant part, and in response to light to call photonesty. Okay, so photonesty is the nastic movement of a plant, like petals of a flower in response to light, and there's a stimulus in photonesty is light. So a dandelion flower opening up in the morning in bright light, but closing in the evening when the light fades and it gets dark. This is one your dandelion flower. Here the stimulus is light. So dandelion flower is open up in morning light but close in the evening light. So when the light fades and it gets dark, the opening and closing of pattern of dandelion flower in response to the intensity of light. It is an example of nestic movement. In means the and in the other there is also a moonflower. This is moonflower. So the petals of moonflower close during the day when there is bright light, but open up at the night when it is dark and there is no light. This is also an example of photonesty. So beta, here we see the opening and closing of flower in response to light, photonesty, or growth movement. Petal open when their inner surface grow more than their outer surfaces. So it means petal close when their outer surface grow more than their inner surfaces. So here this is all about photonesty. Always remember their example. Now if we talk about the functions of plant hormone, we discussed also in last class the phytohormones. So phytohormones is plant hormone. So here we also discuss some point of function of plant hormone. So So phytohormones regulate many functioning plants, and these various functions is regulated by the plant hormone, like growth of root, stem, and leaves is happened by photohormones. Flowering of plant is also happening by photohormones. Ripening of fruits, movement of stomata in leaves, ripening of fruit, and phototropies, zeotropies, chemotropies, hydrotropies, thigmotropies, and nestic movement. These all are because of plant hormones. So here we finish our 2 points. Tropic movement means tropics, and nestic movement means nestics. Okay, so if you have a question related to these topics, I think you can solve it right now. And here's just one example. If you take one sample one with me, I said you one question that which or one of the following is plant hormone. The option is insulin, second one is thyroxine, third one is estrogen, and fourth one is cytokinin. So beta, insulin is not, first option insulin is not a plant hormone. Even I am not there talking to you about insulin. So this is not a plant hormone, this is animal hormone. And second one is thyroxine. Thyrox means related to your thyroid gland. So thyroid gland is not present in plant, so it is also not the answer. Third, then estrogen. Estrogen in human sex hormone. Said how we said that it is the answer. It's also wrong. Fourth one is cytokinin. Yes, cytokinin. We discussed there about cytokinin breaking the dormancy stage of the plant. So yes, cytokinin is plant. So correct answer is cytokinin. Okay. If you take the sample from to that, how do auxins promote the growth of tendrils around the support? So tendrils, if you remember, I talked to tendrils about in nestic movement where plant gets support for their growth. So this type of movement is thigmotrophies. So what is how do auxin promote the growth of tendrils? This is very important beta, very important question. So when the tip of tendrils touch a support, then the auxin or a plant hormone present in its tip move to the side of the tip and which is away from the support. So auxin promote growth. So due to the more auxin in it, the side of tendrils away from the support grow faster, and then the side in which they contact with the supporter and make tendrils curve and bend towards the support. And the curving tendrils can be enrich the support and wind around it. So this is your second question. Now, movement of leaves in sensitive plant and movements of shoot towards light. If you talk about difference, so movement of leaves of sensitive plant, it is nestic movement which does not depend on the direction of stimulus. If the stimulus is touch over him, it is caused by the sudden loss of water from the swelling at the base of leaf. It is not a growth movement. But if we talk about movement in shoot towards light, it is dropping movement which depend on the direction of stimulus. The stimulus is light and it is caused by the unequal growth of the plant on two sides of the shoot, and it's a growth movement. So here we completed your two important topics. I hope you all understand it. You also take interest in this. If you have any query, better please attend your Zoom classes. You have doubts, so please clear with me. Thank you.